Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, come at you guys with another one of your beloved Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watchers. Yes, I know you all miss me, okay? Don't worry, I miss myself too sometimes. But with that being said, I'm actually wearing the shirt from the Market Watch template. I never really wear this shirt because I see it so much, because I see it every time I see one of my own videos or record whatever, because I'm going to have my thumbnail. I'm going to be wearing this shirt with a blazer. It's just really funny. But we didn't do laundry for a couple days, so we're actually running out of shirts. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bust this out. You know what? Might as well film a Market Watch it. Maybe it'll bring me good luck. Maybe it'll bring me 100 likes. Hey, if you haven't liked this video yet, like, subscribe. I've been getting a lot of comments about notifications. First of all, thank you for alerting me. All right. You know, I've also been told that my titles are like BuzzFeed articles, and that shit was funny as fuck, because he was not that wrong. If you're out there, you're not that wrong, and that shit was funny as fuck. Man, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I like getting dissed, because my audience is smart. They're always funny with it. But with that being said, all I can tell you guys to do is to hit that notification bell. YouTube is changing the way that they're doing their algo. I've been talking to some other creators about it as well. The main thing to combat this, and you should do this to creators you love as well, not just me, is to comment right away. As sad as that might be, is like comment right away and then comment later on something else, like your actual comment. As dumb as that sounds, like, you should be able to leave one comment, it should count. Hit that like button right away, doing all that. Thank you very much for those who did show me love, though. I had appreciation. I don't want to drag this intro on too long. We're going to get right into it here. So Ultimate Slayer super rares are bought out at $7, $8, $15 here. I put mine up here actually because I had 2 random copies. I was like, all right, I'll go dig them out, because I want to see if this card was really selling at that price, which it looks like not really. They're selling at 3s. And I want to show you guys the Prismatic Collector Rares. These are $3 here. Would you rather have a Prismatic Collector Rare, or would you rather pay twice the amount for a Super Rare? That's kind of how I see that buyout, as kind of flaky. You know, I don't see this as a genuine buyout, because I don't think anyone would be spending this amount. I put mine up just to see, like I said, to give you guys that information, because I do like using my platform to help with that. Collector rares are like $3, $4 here, going up to about $7, $8. So, you know, okay. Ultimate Slayer Secret Rare. This is from the anniversary. These are 5s. So these are $5 for your secrets. Again, you'd rather get these or PCRs than the supers, so do keep that in mind. Your Ultra Slayers are still like $3, with your Platinums being 4. Again, nobody's going to buy the super rares at that price. $5 here. So, okay, not too bad for your Ultimate Slayers. And then QC, we do have to go over this. So, listings are, you got 26 listings here, and you got them at 17. Let's go near mint. We see that one light play. 24 listings, so 17, 20, $25 here for your Ultimate Slayer QCs. Do I think this could hit 30? Absolutely. This card's been 30 to 40 before. It can easily hit at least 20s again, I would say. I always told people for cards like Ultimate Slayer, when they were down here at like 10, 11, even 12, right? Hey, this is a card that if it's used, it's probably going to double, go up to 20s to 30. A lot of these types of staples tend to go up over time, especially because people will sell all their high rarity Ultimate Slayers because they're like, oh, I used it, now it's not relevant, I'm not going to be using it, I'll just get base rarity, or they'll just get rid of the card and the staple entirely, not even pick up a low rarity of that staple. And when that happens, when everybody needs it again, the buyout kind of goes through this, like, how should I say it? It goes through like this system break where it kind of like shocks the system. It shocks the market. That's the best way of saying it. Where, oh, the cards are going to go up like ton out because everybody who got rid of their copies is getting it. Everybody who wants to play meta relevant or even casually at their locals wants it. And everybody needs not 1 copy of a card, but 3, and they want the same rarity. So it does require, you know, cause stuff like how it goes up to $25 here. Starlight Rare, $50 here, $60. Would I get this? Personally, I do love this card, so I personally own a Starlight Rare for my collection, but I think you're going to be okay with QCs at 20. But if you do want to get these, do remember that this comes in unlimited and first. Get the first editions, not the unlimited. I would definitely... Soul Eating Oviraptor quarter century is getting bought out. 24 going up to 20, 30, $35. Why is this card getting bought out, you may ask? That is because we actually have a new Dinosaur TCG Premier archetype coming out, and everybody who loves dinosaurs is getting ready, right? So they're picking up the really good dinosaur cards so that they can be ready to play that deck max rarity. Am I shocked at this? Not really at all. What are the platinums going for? Platinums are about $2, $3 here. So if you have plats, hey, they are worth something. And a lot of people do love plats, so I would never be getting rid of plats. I think plats are the best reason to pick up Hollow Bulk, in my opinion. Fossil Dig QC is also getting about $13, $15, $20, $25, $30 for your Fossil Digs. I just feel like unless they make everything QC a Starlight, which Fossil Dig isn't really a generic card, I feel like they're not going to double print with Fossil Dig, but you never know what Konami might double dabble on. So I do understand people are worried to pick up QCs because of Starlights, but do keep in mind that there are cards that you can get in the short term, there are cards you can get in the long term, and Konami cannot cover everything. At the end of the day, it is also a guessing game. But this card is going up. Miscellaneous Saurus. This is a card that I hyped up over and over again. I said, guys, Dinosaur is a fan favorite. You'll want to get your QC Miscs at $5 or $6. It is one of the easiest $5, $6 pickups I have seen. I've always hyped this card, and now we're looking at $12, 15s over here. What do they go up to, though? They go up to about $25 here. This is a card that is at 1, but we know that Konami, the way they like to push their product is they like to give us back stuff that usually relate to the archetype itself. One of the only exceptions is Pendulum with Electromite. That just never happens for some reason. They get very scared. But we could get another copy of Misc. That is something that Konami could definitely do, especially if they want that Dinosaur archetype to really sell and is one of their TCG exclusives and premieres. While I do not know this for sure, and anyone who does have this information, please let me know in the comment section below. But I feel like when that Konami likes to push their TCG exclusives way harder than some of their other archetypes. So, just because, oh, that's our exclusive, we want to look like we know what we're doing. Granted, they usually fail with it. Besides the artwork's great for some of their stuff. Like, you know, the Ashen, beautiful. Ashen, I love it. It reminds me of Elden Ring, right? You know, Deepest, Darkest Dungeon, right? And then there's another card game that not card game, but a game that reminds me of, and I forgot what it is, but it's really basically you play it over and over again. There's no way to save. There's multiple endings, and you die constantly, but what your knowledge of the game helps you get through it. There's 2 of them, but I'm gonna get distracted if I don't remember it. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno here. $13 here for your copies. This card has not really been going up as much. The Darkest Dungeon. That's what it was called, by the way. The Darkest Dungeon. Okay, I figured it out. Despian Lulu. This card is getting bought out as well. I told people to grab these at 3s. I really did. And right now they're $18 or $22. When your $3 card goes up to 18, look, boys, it's time to sell. Go ahead, get rid of it. I know there is the branded collection coming out in I think a few weeks' time, where we're gonna have, you know, ultra printings and you know, other printings of these branded cards. But people are still gonna want their secrets. That's why I also recommend Grand Goal last Market Watch, because we don't have a lot of listings here. Even though it's probably getting an Ultra, you still have Prismatic Secret, which people really like, and Secret Rares. The Ultra, people do like playing OG. They're 5 going up to like 10 here very quickly, but I always told people to get this at 5. I would not pay $10 for this, especially for the Ultra when we know that branded collection's coming out. So do keep that in mind. I love the artwork of this card so much, by the way. It's definitely one of my favorite extra deck cards for just the branded lore in general. Very, very beautiful. And that's a pretty hard ceiling to crack, because it feels like they just push the ceiling further and further up with how good those cards look. And at the end of the day, I think card art does keep people around. Like a fun looking archetype, that's all you need. The mega packs, I also recommended these at $3, 17, 18, 9, $20 for your copies. So this card is going up as well. Again, if you got multiple copies, good job. You made your money. Lulu is about 90, going up to 150. We did have them cheaper here at 50. I told people, well, it doesn't have a QC, so the Starlight rare is very friendly to get. So I said at 50 it's good, but you might have to wait a little while, and that was a few months ago. If you did get this card around 50, 60, it's 90, 100, going up to 150, 200. So it's not bad. I mean, you spent 50 something, 60 something dollars. You got a $150 card later on. If one of you mad lads got a set, hey, wow, you just helped pay bills for no reason. Branded Fusion QC, 270, 275, still bought out completely, by the way. Very quickly, if for those who don't know, I uploaded 3 days ago a going over every QCR and Rarity Collection 1. This is a little series I'm going to start for channel members. I'm going to be going over Rarity 2 probably within the next month, definitely in October. I'm not going to make you guys wait till next month. Don't worry about that. But maybe in like 2 weeks, maybe in 3 weeks, I'll go over Rarity 2 in full depth. That could be up to an hour video. If you guys want to consider being a channel member, I have tiers for $2, $5, $10, all that. And you get access to not only channel member videos, but emotes as well. It also helps support the channel to keep going as well. So thank you, my YouTube channel members. Consider being one. And we're going to get right back into it. So branded opening, this is a card that did get bought out like, months ago. It was around $5 for a little while, up to $7. Now they're 21. Again, when branded gets hyped, this deck has never been bad, just not good enough. And with this, not only the support we're getting, but more of the people looking forward to playing this deck, is very toolboxy. People really like this deck. They love playing it. $21 for your brand openings. Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous. So, by the way, very sorry if I'm all over this market watch. It's quite late at night. Actually, I'm quite tired, but I want to give you guys another market watch this week. You guys know how I am. These are $30 here, 47. There is a wall of 23, but people want their Incredible Ecclesias so that they could play. This is not for Sword Soul. I know, but I wish we got more Sword Soul support, but they gave us a wave and it did nothing. It was kind of unfortunate. I actually got mine because I'm like, you know what? Sword Soul is a deck where you just don't have to think fully. It's very basic. I get why people love it. Blazing Cartesia, 95, 100, 105. I don't even want to know what these can go up to. I really don't. But $100, if you got them when they were cheap, good job. You got Blazing Cartesia. This is OG. You got one here for 10, going up to 15, 17. So if you want one for cheap, there she rose. And then you got Cartesia Secrets here, about 8. While we have the Ultras here, about $7, $8 here. So not too sure why the Ultra is the same price as the Prismatic Secret, but that's the secondary market for you guys. Dark Grepher. I forgot to go over this in my last market watch, but not this one. Lightly plates you got one here for 40, 50, 55, 70, going up to $70 here for your Ultra Dark Greffers. Am I shocked this card's going up? Absolutely not. It's max rarity for Vayu Turbo and other Edison decks as well. And besides this, the only other high rarity you have is the Secret Rare. We did not get this as a QC, but we got its brother Armageddon Knight as a QC, which we're going to take a look at that. QCs right now are about $6. Pretty cheap, honestly. This could have been Grepher as well, but they just didn't give it to us, unfortunately. One thing I could have done pre-COVID, by the way, is I could have traded for a First Ed for an Ultipod Desires. And man, oh man, do I wish I did that, because the first editions right now are 750, 1,000. Crazy to me. Yeah, nobody's paying this. We saw this with Plague and some other crazy stuff last Market Watch, which, by the way, if you haven't seen our last Market Watch, go check it out. Usually my Market Watches are relevant for a while, so you could go through my catalog and look through stuff because I don't usually repeat it. But yeah, the fact that first sets are just gone for Dark Grepher is insane. I will never pay 700 for this. I kind of wish I picked up mob plays at 50 now, 50, 60s, but unfortunately, there she rose. Garden Rose Maiden. I still haven't had my copy. I told people, wow, there's a lot of listings here, but it's holding at 50. So if it sells, it sells. And it's selling because 50, 58, people love it. It has to be off the looks alone, because not enough people are playing the Rose deck, which I will have mine hopefully very soon here. I was supposed to get this week, this week, but unfortunately things went pretty bad in my personal life, so I couldn't really pick it up. Much less learn about it. But yeah, Garden Rose made $50. Ultras are $35.30. So completely bought out. Black Rose Garden. Starlight Rare is $33.50. Then going up to $85 again. In my opinion, this is just my opinion alone, I think that the Starlight Rares in this set are going at a faster rate, because a lot of people, they're not really opening up this set. Like, you can just look at this very quick. Like, 23 is Noroi, which I have here, is bought out. I'm pretty sure I have Noroi here. Yeah, literally the next card here. But it's got 7 listings, so someone also bought it. Look at this. 100, 105, goes up to 108. Granted, 100's not that bad for Azuna. I think that's a normal price. But the low listings does worry me. But look, 9, 11, like, all of this is very, very low. We actually have some of it we're going over. Like Radiant Typhoon Chant, $33, $35, going up to 50. We've got Doomsy at 27, 28, going up to 30. We've got Doomsy End at 26, 28. Doomsy 5 at 31, 40. Then, Radiant Swen, 25, going up to 50. Crocea, 30, 30. And then Noroi regular ultra here, we do have that at $18, $19, $20 for your copy here. So this card is Doom of Dimensions is, while pretty doomed, all pun intended, going up over here. The boxes can't hold 40 though. People know it is a Starlight kind of only set. People don't want to open it. The rest of the set is just not that great. Like Yugioh, Secrets, and Ultras, which we're actually just going to go over very quickly here. By the way, if you guys haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Let me know what cards I'm going over in the next Mark Watch in the comment section below. Check out Whatnot using my link, by the way. If you register, it's like a really cool site where you can buy cards. And they don't have, and if you sign up with my link, you get $15. So you can pick up stuff like your Norois for free, because they don't usually sell at full price either. So keep that in mind. But yeah, except for Marshmallow at 60, you got 18, 19, 17 on Dominus going up. Frixel, which this card is going to go lower and lower. People just need their copies for next week or two. So people are like, oh, I can't wait for this to go down. But it will. You've got, this is the promo at 13 that they give away for sneak peeks, so we can't really count that. $11, 8, 7, 8, 5, 4. It's definitely just a single set at the end of the day, which sucks because this set felt, at least to me, like it had a lot of love. You had an old fan favorite, True Draker. You had Red Rose support, Tri Brigade, right? New Doom Z, right? It's unfortunate, but that's just how Yu-Gi-Oh is. Players are not only thinking to themselves, hey, there's a new set I have to prepare for, and this is a new video I want to do, is Yu-Gi-Oh Fatigue, where it feels like we have something coming out every 2-3 weeks. I don't even keep track of what's coming out now, and it's technically my job because I'm just so tired of it. And players are also tired of it as well. We don't have enough money to buy everything. So when a set comes out like this, where it's got a lot of love on it, it's got a lot of cool stuff going on, but it just isn't it, players aren't going to buy it. That's just how it is. There's nothing we can really do here with that. But with that being said, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what cards we'll go over next Mark Watch. Check out my last 2 videos here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.